Right, welcome to another episode of Minis and Motorbikes.
Hello, everybody.
We had a little bit of a break because I went and jetted off somewhere.
Well, Mark has.
I don't look very brown, but there you go. Never mind. Yeah, I turn up blue.
What's the hotel scene like?
I turn up blue, and it takes me a week to go white. Yeah. So, but anyway, look like there's what, eh?
Yeah, we've been doing bits and pieces.
Yeah. We'll have a look at what you're doing. Yeah. Well, we'll start at the front end.
Yeah.
And then. We'll have a look at the other bits and bobs because you've been building all the steering.
Yeah, steering rack up and putting new pipe work on it and stuff. There's still a few bits and pieces to do on it, but it's there now.
Yeah, all right. Well, we'll have a look then. Before we go and have a look, I got you a present. I brought you a present back. You're going to love this.
What's the name?
Hey, you're going to love this. No, you're going to love this. You're going to love this. Bear with. Right, you're going to love this. Right, hang on. Hang on, I'm coming. Right, Hey, I got you a nice hat, look. I got a nice hat, look at that, look. That's a cracker. There you go, see if it fits. See if it fits. Look at that.
Oh, honey G to the G, honey G.
Fantastic. You're going to keep that on all episode now. Right, let's go and have a look around the front of the car.
Here we go, look, how's that look?
Nice hat. Where'd you get that from? Crikey, I'll tell you what, I must say, that does suit you. Goes with your eyes, doesn't it? Yeah.
What, multicoloured?
Yeah.
What, red, pink and brown?
Yeah, it looks very nice, mate, very nice. You're so lucky.
Yes.
You're so lucky to have someone to buy you a nice hat like that.
Yeah, thanks very much.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Right, now...
The invoice is in the post, by the way.
Yeah, thanks very much. Yeah, don't surprise me.
No worries. What have you been up to?
Well, I've been spraying. I made a temporary sort of little booth up just to try and keep the dust down. I watered all the floor down and see if the paint job come up better than the inside, because I had a bit of a nightmare. I'm still getting used to it really and practicing, but it's come up a lot better than the inside did. There's still some bits on it that aren't quite... Well, we need to do in a booth really, but...
Yeah, you're too fussy though.
Yeah, but it'd be fine, I mean, I've seen some of the other racing cars that we'd be competing against, and it's even the inside of that is better than what theirs is, so... Yeah.
Just get it done and get it racing, innit?
Yeah, just want to get it done and get it racing, so... It looks alright, to be fair. You know, it's not too bad. So
there's all this plastic you put up. It's just to kind of stop all the
overspray going everywhere and keep the dust down really. So it's sort of more like a sort of mini. Of course, I ain't got my steps, have I? To get up there to take that down, I'll pull that down and it come crashing down on me.
Pull it down later, mate. Yeah. As long as I can get in, look, leave the rest up. As long as I can get in and film,
you can get in there.
Show us what's going on. Right, let's have a look.
So yes, that's come up all right. I mean, I haven't got any runs. There was a couple of little dry bits I noticed. No, and this where I sanded it down properly underneath. But but it's better than the inside, and I'm quite happy with that.
It's all white, isn't it? I nearly fell over the other car then. It's all white.
Well, it's a change. You normally tread on arch. So it's all right. It's all right. It's you know, I think that's to do. You know, I'm just practicing at the moment. So.
Well, no, I mean it's all right. So that is now. We're good to go.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, when did you do this?
I did it yesterday.
Yesterday, so it ain't ready yet, is it? No. It's not ready. You can touch it, but it ain't ready to...
Yeah,
how long does it take from spraying it to actually being able to do anything in there then?
I'll probably leave it another 48 hours, I reckon, and then it should be all right.
And then we're good to go?
Yeah.
All right. And then that's it, that's done?
Yeah. And then we start putting all that together then. Brake lines and all that sort of stuff, and brake...
Oh yeah, of course, because you had all the extinguisher lines in there, didn't you?
Had everything in there.
You had all the extinguisher lines running all down there, didn't you? So you've had to take all that off.
Take it all off.
Because that was really just a plan as such.
Yeah. So just start putting all that together. Wiring loom can come through this hole here and come back to where it's got to go, and then we've got all the brake lines to put back in and everything else. Next thing to do is to paint the scuttle, so that goes on. So I should paint underneath that. I'll do that when I do the doors. I'll probably set up something. I might even do it outside in the old awning and then set that up so the inside of the doors are done, painted, finished, and the scuttle underneath is finished that goes across the top there. And then we literally just I might do the boot as well, do the inside of the boot, so that's all done. So everything's done inside. Then it just needs cutting and polishing inside where I'm not happy with it really. And then just start putting it all back together then.
All right, so putting the front end in.
Yeah.
So speaking of all the front end, which is carrying all the suspension and
it's
all
down
that.
on the floor.
Now the last time I was here, you had those Fast and Furious blue rubber gaiters or
slow and
boots
happy
or whatever you want to call them.
Yeah, boots.
But
gaiters,
then you bought actual
OEM ones, mini ones. Yeah.
So they're now fitted.
Yeah. I mean, at the moment they're fitted, and I've got them tied on with cable ties just to keep them in position. But I will put the proper metal things, because obviously we've got to torque the inner track rod ends up.
Right.
So
you're
take them off basically.
You're pointing at the bottom right hand corner of this screen, which I'm assuming is because there's something behind me.
Yeah, it's down on the floor.
Right, we better have a look then, haven't we? Right, let's have a look. Right, so where are we then? Where are we?
Right, yes. So there's a steering rack. Let's put it all back together again. I've put stainless steel nuts on it, flange nuts, so that they won't rust and everything. But I have got to get some new steering rack bolts, because they're just buggered. They're just buggered. It's no point zinc plating them like we're going to do with all the others, because they're just knackered. So I've got to get 4 of them. And then obviously we've got the poly bush to put on, which I forgot about because I couldn't find it. It's actually changed it. So we've got a new poly bush, and I think the actual one that was on it was actually a poly bush. Someone had already changed it, so I think the car's been looked after, to be fair. But we've put all new pipework on, so it's all got new pipework going to it, all nice and clean. I painted the steering rack up, cleaned it all off, put copper washers on the banjo fittings. So that's more or less it, really.
So that is, apart from a little bit here and there, ready to lift up. It lifts up as a whole like that, does it? You build all those bits on like you've done, and that lifts up as a whole.
We've still got to do the trailing arms on the front there. I should do them before we put it back on, and that's all we need to do then, and we can bolt everything back on, and then we can bolt all these other bits on, the subaxial carriers and bits and pieces and the wishbones and everything. We can bolt them on once it's on. But I haven't torqued these up because I want to torque it up when it's back on the car, because obviously it's impossible doing it, and there's a special tool we use for that, which I've ordered. I'll get you to put a picture of that up on there. You take the front track rod end off, take the boot off, and then this bar slides all the way through, and then you can put a torque wrench on it to torque them up. And a very nice man gave us the torque settings for it as well.
Who was he then? What was that?
Smithies Track Mini.
Smithies Track Mini, of course it was. Of course it was.
What a nice man. He told us Eleanor, he told us what size bolts to have, how many, and how many newton meters for the inner track rod end and the outer track rod end. I think the inner track rod end is 77 newton meters, where it bolts onto the steering rack. That knuckle we had on the front one, and I think the front one where you screw it on and then you do that lock nut up, I think that was 65 or something like that.
Right, because it started off, didn't it, with us asking on the episode about the whether you I'm going to say glue. Loctite.
Loctite.
Whether you Loctite the when you let me just show that bit again. Look.
Yes, where the inner goes onto the steering rack. There's a knuckle there, and we didn't know whether we had to Loctite it on, but we don't. He said we don't. He said it's tight enough as it is, which we were sort of thinking anyway, because obviously the loading's on it. I didn't think I thought it was just FT. But no, we get the proper tool, and we show all that when it's all bolted on. Once I get that bolted on there, we do it while it's on there, and then we haven't got anything else around it then, so it'll be easy to work on and do it, and we get it all marked.
Yeah, because the Smithies Track Mini, he's doing a mini as well, isn't he?
I think it's just a track day mini. To be fair, I'm sorry Smithy, but I've only watched a couple of them. But I think his latest one, he was putting a quick shift gear stick in. So, but it's interesting. He's put some nice stuff on his mini.
So when people are finished watching this episode, they can go over.
Go and see Smithy.
Search for Smithies Track Mini.
Yeah, what a nice man.
And watch that as well.
Yeah, what a nice man. It's a lovely comment. We like comments like that are good.
Yeah. And he's more than welcome to come to the workshop any time.
Yeah, definitely. Have a cup of coffee and the parish mug.
Yeah, and it's nice to get comments on the bottom of things.
It's nice. It's nice. It's that community in it, because I don't know what I'm really doing with it, because all I'm ever used to is Renault 5s and Clios, you see. So
Yeah, so if anybody else has got any other
plus
comments,
as well, I've lost the manual, the Haynes Book of Fairy Tales. I've lost that as well. No change there, is it? Me losing something
somewhere. We'll find it at the end.
So no, it's nice. So much appreciated, Smithy.
Yeah. If anybody else has got any comments, write a comment.
Yeah.
A nice one, that is. Not a nasty one.
Not a nasty one. Nice one.
Because it's nice to hear from people.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Right. So,
because we're learning I'm learning as I go along, because a lot of the mechanical stuff I never really did as such. I always had someone else, when we were racing and that the car was set up and just got in it and told them, what you thought was what.
All right, so
done it. I mean, obviously changed brake discs and pads and stuff like that. We always used to do that and help out, but
okie dokie. So. Not this episode, but there will be. That will start. That steering front end will start going in soon, and then we can start getting all the front end done.
Yeah.
Move on to the back end.
Yeah.
And then we really are getting into the swing of.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to do the
built.
bolts. I'm probably going to try and do the bolts, zinc plate them over the weekend, or zinc plate some of them, because obviously there's loads to do. So I'll just zinc plate the ones that we need to start off with to start getting stuff back in, and then. I'll do that at home probably on me kitchen island at home. So I'll just set up a camera.
Yeah, and then full steam with getting everything built and back on then.
Yeah, well, things are sort of moving on. We might have some good news as well. So
good news. Yeah. Good news.
Yeah, we might have some sponsors for it.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, but knowing what motorsport's like, what people say and what they do are two different things, and so yeah. But we'll see. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Right, so is there anything I can help you with? Because I feel like I should be doing something.
Well, no, because I had a dry spot of paint, didn't I? Because I've got a few in there, haven't I? So what I did, I rubbed it down with 1500 wet and dry, and then I tried some G3 on it and me polishing doodah. Because I've got a little 3-inch wheel for it. It's come up all right. Oh. So if I do the rest of it in there, I reckon that'll look all right.
I thought I was going to have a go at that, but if you've done it,
that's all right. It's only one spot.
Me a job.
There's only one spot. The rest of it's all nice and shiny.
You've done everything else. You might as well. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know that
sounds like no, I don't.
It's Michael.
Well, we got a visitor.
It's BMW. Yeah. The motorbike, all the footage we lost.
Yeah, I remember because he brought it up, didn't he?
We lost the footage. Well, we didn't lose the footage, it's the sound we lost, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh, right, okay. Oh, he's coming up again then, is he? Oh, right. Well, let's go and have a look at that then. Let's go and have a look.
He is? Right. Here he is.
Crikey.
Look at that. I'm going to put me back and me kiss hat back way round.
Well, you could do.
Because I think it's, get this,
You could do.
Yeah.
Right. What have we got?
Look at that.
All right. What have we got?
What is it, Michael? It's a BMW, obviously.
You can tell by looking at that badge, can't you?
Oh, yeah. We knew it was something else when we were younger.
No, this isn't the bike you first had.
No, I upgraded.
What did you have last time? Was it a Suzuki?
Bandit, a Bandit 600.
Right, and this is now a BMW
S1000R.
All right, you probably know more about these things than I do, don't you?
S1000R.
Yeah, I'm going to have a look round it while you.
They're slow, aren't they?
Yep, very slow. Yeah, do no more than 70 miles an hour.
Yeah. Top speed of it?
Top speed?
150?
160 odd.
Yeah. I won't ask you how close you got to that.
I can't legally say.
No. So you haven't taken it around the track yet?
Not yet.
You're not going to though, are you?
No.
You're not going to?
I've got the R1 for that.
You're not going to?
That's a different episode.
No, he's got a Yamaha R1 for that, which we can bring up here now we've got the van.
Oh, right.
He's got a van, yeah.
So this is just for the road?
Yeah, this is just for the road, yeah.
And the TT, if we do the TT next year, because I want to get a BMW. I want to get the G1100 GS.
Do you?
I want to get,
Nice level.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Right.
Big bike, you see. You can have the XJ then. If you do your bike test for the same time as I do mine.
Yeah, that happened.
Keep it up here.
Yeah, that happened.
Yeah, we'll just say that you superimpose my head on your shoulders.
Yeah. So what do you reckon to it then?
Oh, it's lovely. Handle's lovely. Yeah.
It's got ABS on it and everything, hasn't it?
ABS, cruise control, heated grips.
Cruise control?
Cruise control.
Has it got that magnetic controlled suspension on it, and also when you set, road.
It's all electric, so you've got 4 different modes.
It stiffens it all up and softens it all up.
Yeah, you've got road wet mode, for obviously, which then kicks in your ABS and stuff.
Because the Elders have got that
road
on
mode, dynamic and dynamic pro. So obviously that stiffens all suspension up for race and track.
But you said, I think I was speaking to you, you said you're going to get a different deflect on it.
Yeah, a different screen, just purely for, obviously when you're going
Does it buff it
70
quite a lot
miles
then,
an
does
hour. Your head gets quite sore.
Oh, 70?
70 miles an hour, yeah. Yeah, definitely 70 miles an hour.
Yeah, 70
Well, that
miles
just
an hour.
darks the window of your helmet, does it?
It will do when you're laying down on the tank.
Easy.
I haven't had that for a long while.
Easy. Do you reckon my little legs would go either side of that? I don't think they would they?
Yeah.
I don't think they would.
Mine do.
I might make a wish getting my leg over that.
I think his legs are slightly longer than yours.
Hey?
Yeah.
What? Yeah, I don't know. Ah, it's
You
all
used
right,
to be
isn't
a test driver for Sky Electrics, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah. What engine is it again, did you say?
It's an S1000R.
Yeah.
160 brake horsepower. It's got quick shifter, so obviously so you don't have to be pulling the clutch. So once it hits a certain
It's a
RPM,
what, sorry?
quick shifter. Quick
What's that
shift.
then?
So basically,
For somebody like me that hasn't
It's a
got
bit
a
like
clue.
a bit like the sequential box in the touring
Yeah.
cars, because the sequential boxes are very similar to the motorbike ones.
Yeah.
So
So
you
as
don't
you-
have to clutch it then?
No, so as you're opening up after hit a certain RPM,
Yeah.
just keep getting the gears.
Yeah, and what it
Ba,
does,
ba, ba, ba.
it cuts the engine just slightly, so then it goes into gear.
Yeah.
That's what the touring car, the sequential boxes in the touring cars and the rally cars does.
So you can have the throttle wide open
Yeah.
and just
And you
keep in, and as you're going up it,
Yeah.
it slightly dips it a little bit.
Yeah.
You won't even notice it, to be fair.
No. Clever, isn't it?
Right.
Clever German
What was that
engineering.
flow? Something just flew by then. Right. Well.
This time a lot because the thunderbugs are out this morning. That was
Yeah,
good.
yeah, I know, yeah. Yeah, so I'm very
No, it's
tempted.
nice, isn't it?
I'm very tempted to get on it, but I'll only make a fool of myself. Yeah. So,
Yeah, we don't want to drop it,
yeah.
do we?
Neither do I.
Yeah, no, that's right, isn't it?
Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it? They do make some nice bikes, though, BMW, don't they? Because they've just started doing like a copy tractor, you know, like your brother's got.
Oh, that's
They've
nasty.
started doing a
Don't
copy
you
of them,
call his
haven't they?
Harley a tractor?
And then they've
no,
got-
no, hang on a minute. I remember you talking about this a couple of weeks ago off camera
Probably.
about the exhaust.
Yeah, the exhaust pipe, the
Well, that's
GR Moto is
yeah,
actually a
they're
local
local firm,
company
aren't
from Dis,
Yeah,
and it sounds
Awful.
lovely. I've
Yeah.
got it on my track bike as well.
yeah.
I will eventually get a proper exhaust system, decat it,
Yeah,
and it'll sound even better. But
yeah.
for now, it'll do.
No, it's
Take a
nice,
baffle
isn't it?
out and it pops and crackles.
Yeah. No, I like that. Got the old skateboard wheels on it then.
Oh yeah, I need them
What's that for?
in case you do
Yeah.
unlikely drop it.
What happens then? Oh, it just protects
Yeah.
the...
Protects all the fairing and all
Protects-
the
oh,
engine.
right.
Yeah.
As you can see, I know loads about motorbikes.
You do, you know.
I know almost about as much
Oh, no,
about
it's got a
motorbikes.
sticker of you as well, look, on the wheel, look.
I know almost as much about motorbikes as I do cars. Yeah.
Old Michelin Man will be coming off. He came with it.
Yeah. No, I like that. It's very nice, that.
Right. You
Actually,
better start it up
probably
again.
put the
Let's
front-
hear it.
Could
Let's
probably
hear it
put them
again.
forks on one of the builds in there.
Brembo brakes.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm talking about, but it sounds good, doesn't it?
You know Brembo
Yeah, I
brakes.
do know Brembo, yeah.
They really pop and bang when it's warmed up.
Easy, easy. Right.
And I'm blowing the engine up.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? I like that.
Right, we better see you off
Yeah,
then.
better see you off
Better
then.
wave you off.
Yeah.
Wave me
Yeah,
off.
get back to the get back to the workshop.
Yeah, get back
Thanks
to
for
doing that
coming.
mini.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming.
So we'll
Nice
be
to
ready
see
next
it.
time I come.
Yeah.
Do I get a shot?
No.
Oh.
You never go in the Peugeot if you do a track day in that. It's going to be a practice car.
Are you just scared your nephew's going to beat you in it?
Hey?
Are you scared your nephew's going to be quicker than you?
No, not at all. Experience, Bluey, experience.
Right, nice to see you.
Yeah. Nice to see you. Thanks for popping in. You
Yeah.
take care.
Lovely.
Nice, isn't it? I like the grey and all.
Right, see ya.
Yeah, bye.
See ya. Yeah, thanks for coming. Yeah, see ya. Has he gone? Has he gone? Oh, I'm glad he's gone. I don't like that bike at all. Yeah.
Smells a bit and all.
Yeah,
doesn't
he does smell. Yeah. Come on, let's get back in. Let's get back in there. I'm glad it was
it's
you that
nice.
said that,
Yeah.
not me. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the colour I wanted to paint the XJ.
Right, so thanks for watching this week's episode.
Yes, thanks everybody.
Yeah, bit of a. I mean, the highlight of the episode really is your hat. I mean, I love that hat. I mean, it's, you know, it's not as nice as a Minis and Motorbikes hat, you know, but
Hey,
it,
kiss
but it's
me.
a nice hat. So anyway, so thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
Don't forget to subscribe and do all that. So,
Next week I think we try and get it so we're actually building something, putting something together,
Yeah,
so you can see us building something. Because it's not enough. You
happening.
keep seeing us with finished stuff, and you don't see it all going together. So it might be nice to try and find something that we can put together and film that. So we've actually got a 15-minute.
Get some build episodes going. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So don't forget, down here is playlist. I always forget what it's a playlist down here.
And
over that
down
side.
here is last episode.
Yeah.
And in the middle,
it's a link straight through the site. So thanks very much. We'll see you next
Thank you.
time.
Bye-bye.